guys, so today I'm going to be showing you a quick tutorial on how to fill in your brows. This is just how I do it. There are a lot of different ways that you can do it, and I'll talk a little bit about that as I go, but I'm just going to be showing you what I do personally. So let's get started. Okay, so right now you can see I have all of my makeup done except for my brows. I feel like I look extremely weird and different without my brows done. I love brows. I think they are the perfect finishing touch to any makeup look. They frame the face, they just make everything stand out more around the eyes, and I just think they're a really, really important piece of your everyday makeup look. So even if it's just filling it in very quickly with a little bit of powder or a pencil or anything, you know, darkening those eyebrows and making them a little bit more defined is going to enhance your face and makeup any day of the week. So let's just start with my products that I use. I use 3 different products when I'm filling in my brows. I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz. It looks like this. And the color that I use is Brunette. I think it's just the regular Brunette. Yep. And it's a really amazing tool because it has this really, really thin, fine tip. So it's not like a typical pencil that you have to sharpen. I used to have one of those. I think it was by Benefit, and I just really didn't like it because it was too thick. I couldn't get a precise enough line, and I kept having to sharpen it. So it also ran out really, really quickly. So this is amazing. Love it. I've repurchased it a few times now, and I don't think I will ever get anything else. Okay, the next product that I use is this NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. It looks like that. I use this, and I also use, where is it? Let me find it. Hold on. I can't reach it. I don't know where it is right now. It's the Anastasia Brow Powder. It is basically the same exact thing. I ran out, and then I just picked this up at Target, and it was like $4.99, and it works really well. So in this one, you have a lighter brown shade. This is obviously the brunette one. A lighter brown, a darker brown, which you can tell that's the one that I use every day. And then it also has a wax with it. I don't use that because I use this next product to set my brows, which is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. So anyways, yes. And then I also have a brow brush. Looks like this. It's basically like an angled eyeliner brush, but it's a little bit different bristles. I'm going to use that with the powder to fill in. So the first thing that I do is on the end of the Brow Wiz is a little spoolie. And I just take that and, hold on, I gotta fix my mirror. I'm gonna zoom you in just a little bit. Okay, so I'll take my spoolie and I will just comb through my brows just to make sure that they're all in place and there are not any stray hairs anywhere. Really, I mean, my brows aren't super thin, but they just don't have the shape that I want them to have, and they're not as dark as I would like them to be, so that's mainly why I like to fill them in as much as I do. Okay, so next I'm going to take my Brow Wiz, and I am just basically outlining the shape of my brows that I want. So I always start kind of under this area, and you want to have a light hand when you're doing this. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. It's so small. Okay, so you're just going to keep a light hand when you're doing this, but I just carve out that shape that I want for my brows. So I add a lot in this area. This is where I'm missing a lot of thickness in my brows, so I kind of just add that in. And then as I get out to the end, I just stick with my natural shape. And then I go back on the top and do the same thing. And I just do short strokes. I don't like draw a line all at once. I do really light-handed short strokes so that I make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, so once I have just that rough outline, I go in with my powder. And I basically just fill it in. Now to you, this might be like way overkill, but I mean, I love really defined brows, so that's just something that I like myself. A lot of people don't need this much attention to their brows because they have, they've already got a nice shape and they've got plenty of hair there, so you don't have to really fill in as much. But like I said, I just really don't have the shape that I want, and I used to have really nice thick brows, but like a lot of us do, we overpluck them and then they never come back. So that's my sad story. Okay, so once I've got my brows filled in with that powder, I'm just going to go back in and define the tail end of my brows a little bit more. So you want the darkest part of your brows to be towards the end, and then kind of gradually get lighter as you go in. I also sometimes like to go over this bottom outline again just to carve that out a little bit more. Make it just a little more defined. Okay, so at this point you can see the difference between the two, a really big difference in my opinion. Oh, wrong way. And even from far away, I mean, it's just, it frames my face so much more. I mean, it just adds so much. I mean, this side looks totally undone and unfinished, and this side looks completed. So, all right, let's do the other side. But first, the most important part is setting the brows with the brow gel. So I just take a little bit of that brow gel and I'm just gonna lightly comb it through. Okay, so moving on to the next side. Again, we're just going to lightly outline that bottom part. And the top. We'll go in with the powder. Okay, and we're going to go back in with that pencil to do a little more defining in this area. Make sure we're even. Okay, and then we'll go in with our brow gel. This stuff really is a lifesaver. I mean, I never really realized that my eyebrows got out of place so much, but they do. It's crazy. Okay guys, so that's the finished product. I hope that you learned something from this video, and if you have any other questions or comments for me, please leave them down below in the comments section, and I will see you soon. Bye!